Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Very exciting today, we are in Thailand. I've got too many cameras, way too many cameras. One, the phone and the GoPro. Special vlog, of course we are in a different country, but also something different on the channel, which is reviewing a mobile phone for photography and content production, which I never really use on my channel. As you know, I love bigger cameras, but I think this is special. Oppo Find X8 Pro. I've been sent a couple of new mobile phones actually by the brand, so stay tuned because we're going to review another one very soon on the channel. My whole family is here with me today. Marty, there you go. My brother. In this video we will cover mainly the photography features of the phone. If you want to check the videography features as well, stay tuned for the next one. So I've used the phone. Now I really studied the settings, and this is what I'm understanding. By the way, this is Ayutthaya, beautiful place, guys. Loving Thailand. And we have 4 cameras in the phone. Each camera has a sensor, right? 50 megapixel sensor. We have 3 photography modes. One is the standard photography mode, one is the master, and one is the high resolution. Okay, so the standard photography mode can take photos in JPEG only. The output in terms of image resolution will be around 4000 by 3000 pixels. And let's say this is the basic setting. Okay, so if you don't know how to change the features, exposure triangle and all that jazz, that's what you can use. But you're gonna only shoot in JPEG. Then you can choose the master mode. Master mode, you can choose RAW and JPEG. So RAW is supposed to have better quality that you can modify and color grade in post-production a bit better. That's PNG format in terms of RAW file. In terms of resolution, will be 4000 by 3000 pixels. With the master feature, you can control the ISO, the shutter speed, the focus, manual or auto, and also the white balance. And you can also go in auto settings if you want to do so. Now that's when I was confused, because I couldn't really understand why the sensor were 50 megapixels when the actual output were 12 megapixels, right? So the only way to really use the 50 megapixels is to shoot with the mode high res. These are the 4 rear camera of the phone. And then we have a front camera here for your selfies, which is a 32 megapixels. In terms of aperture, we have a f2.4. And by the way, we are on the floating market today. Got Hasselblad in terms of lenses, great signature right there, so we can't go wrong. So the main camera here on the phone gets an aperture from f1.6, so quite bright, and the focal length is 23 millimeters. Then we have an ultra wide camera, which is 15 millimeters focal length, f2. Then we have a first zoom, which is equivalent to 73 millimeters focal length, f2.6. And the second zoom, which is the biggest, is equivalent of 135 millimeters focal length, and the f-stop starts from 4.3. Okay guys, so let's take these photos. I'm going to show you all the lenses right here, right? So we're going to start with 15 millimeters, that's the photos. Then we switch to the main camera, that's 23 millimeters. Then we can go, if you press again on the main camera, you switch to 28 millimeters. You press again, you go to 35. Second camera, 48 millimeters. If you press on the zoom, 3 zoom, you get this, which is a 73 millimeters. You press again, you go to 85. And now you press the 6 zoom. We need to go on 1 tower here. And it's 135 millimeters. You can zoom in even more, but that's gonna be a digital zoom. Now the thing with this camera, I checked before, there's no crop in any of the images. Now I've been using the master version because I usually apply quite deep color correction. But the normal photography mode is really good anyway, and I think it enhances the photos automatically via AI. And I tried it this morning and yesterday, and you can literally see, as soon as you open the photo you've just taken, you zoom in and you can see the AI applying some filters, which is not too bad actually, it's not too artificial. So pretty happy with that as well if you want, you know, quick goals in a way. And I also want to mention I compared the JPEG with the RAW last night, and I'm afraid to say the JPEG was actually better quality than the RAW. Less noise, probably because of the AI support as well. But yeah, in my opinion, the JPEG works better and it saves you some time. Aspect ratios, you can choose 4 different aspect ratios, including 4:3, 1:1, and 16:9, of course. The biggest output you get in terms of format is the 4:3. Your sensor will capture more image with the 4:3, with an output image of 4000 by 3000 pixels, more or less. Okay, another very helpful feature here, guys, is this button on the phone itself. It's customizable. You can turn your camera on straight away by double pressing it, even though your screen is off, and then you use it as a shutter button to take your photo or start your videos. Very quick way to grab the shot you want. Great feature, I think, also when traveling, and that's why I'm loving this phone, because you've got a lot of options, is the macro feature. So when you go to the wide shot of 50 millimeters and you go very close to something, the camera will switch to macro. Look how close I can get. I'm probably 2 centimeters away. Isn't that crazy? As there's so many details here in this beautiful country. Check this out. Whenever I get close to something, the camera really switches. That's how close I can get to something. Just look at that. Still in terms of photography, we got the long exposure. The long exposure works really well. It works so well that you can actually move as you are taking your photo. You have a time frame which varies. You can choose the time, the duration of your long exposure, but usually I set it in 5 seconds and I take my photo handheld, standing, and I can see myself shaking and still the photo comes out still. So it's really, really good. You simply go in the settings up there and switch to long exposure, and then you just press the rec. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you've got your lovely falling water there. Also low light works really well. You have an option, night photography. It's a mode, and I think it does a similar thing to the long exposure. Basically, it makes the shutter speed a bit slower. And again, you have a time frame. You can choose maybe 5 seconds. So you can also do light painting if you want to do so. Of course, if you're a fan of the feature, you also have the Pano mode. You spin around 360 degrees, getting whatever you want to get into one frame. Famous place here, the massive reclined Buddha here in Bangkok. If you are from the 80s, guys, you know this from the film The Kickboxer from Van Damme. My favorite when I was a kid. Check this out, we're gonna use the 50mm lens. Let's take one more from here. That's how close we can get. So I think the shot in the film from The Kickboxer was actually filmed here, and I think we need this 50mm again to fit it all. It's massive. Check this out. So let's check the difference between the RAW, which is that, and the previous JPEG. Love this place. I love the movie The Kickboxer. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. When I was a child, I was sitting in front of the TV and actually tried some kung fu moves as well. Wow. The details here, guys. Like, let's try with this lens. 48mm right there. So what do I think about this phone as a potential friend for traveling, photography in general, great option. I reviewed the iPhone 15 last year, a couple of years ago, I can't remember. I didn't really enjoy it. This is much better in my opinion. You got massive resolution on 4 different cameras, a lot of options in terms of, again, lenses. You've got the macro, standard, wide, 2 zooms lenses, optical zooms as well, long exposure, time lapse. You got the RAW option, again, if you want to use RAW. Seriously, anything you might need is in this phone. So there you go, that was my review on the Oppo Find X8 Pro in terms of photography. If you want to check the videography capabilities, check the next video coming up on the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you soon from Thailand.